Hey, guess who's here?
Well, we welcome you to Hill O'Brien Field.
Bringing you a quick update. We're at 5:45. We won't even talk about the technical issues. We're here to enjoy a football game.
And
Mazama was threatening to score. They were down at the 5. They fumbled. Henley got the ball. Mazama defense held them. They punted, got a great Henley bounce, and Mazama just picked up a first down. They're at the 46-yard line.
And they hand it straight ahead to Trevor Anderson out of the backfield, and Anderson crosses midfield. Here, the only natural surface the Vikings have played on so far this year. Real grass.
Real bumpy grass. This is Henley grass.
It's a first down.
This is like the home court advantage that the Celtics always have. Even in the new floor, they put dead spots in it. And you can bet that the Henley team knows where every divot, every bump, every gopher mound is on this field. It's a beautiful night. Both stands are packed. It's the Southside Showdown, baby.
This is where it belongs. Number 1 versus number 2. The first time in history that two Klamath area schools have met, being ranked 1 and 2.
Isn't that awesome?
In the state. Lone setback in the backfield. 1st and 10 for the Vikings. And we've got some motion on the line. Penalty flags, and that might go against the Vikings. Some movement up front, pushing it back 5 yards.
You are correct, sir.
Mazama now will go with first down and 15. The clock stopped at 4:49 left in the opening quarter.
You are not correct, sir. That went against Henley.
Oh, you're right.
And
they moved that up instead of back.
It is now 1st and 5. Scratch that 1st and 15, folks.
For those that are finally tuning, and we had to get a different URL.
Let's move on from we're all good.
Well, for those that are tuning in, just letting them know, we've got one possession for each team.
We've done that.
And Mazama looking to score here, but the game is still tied at 0, so you haven't missed a lot. Just one possession on both sides. Vikings keep the ball on the ground. I think it's going to be Van Gastel keeping up to about the 32-yard line.
It's what he does best.
Tyson Van Gastel with the run.
Another first down. That's 3 first downs on this drive so far.
And a lot of attention, and if you look over to the across the far side, we're on the visitor side in a big boom lift tonight. So if occasionally you'll see a little bit of a wiggle, that's us in the boom lift moving around a little bit.
That's Randy in the boom lift moving around. I'm just standing still.
And but across the far side, there's not an empty seat in the
no, it's awesome.
The home side.
There's both the bleachers on the visiting side are full. There's people lining the track.
Near side hash mark for Mazama at 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. They'll send a man in motion, handoff inside trap, and the Vikings get a few yards, but not much. Henley's bend but don't break defense.
Well, they picked up 5 or 6.
He's second down.
And about 3.
Yeah, nice gain of 7. Boy. Got more yards than I thought he did there.
Well, they've been doing this rugby scrum kind of movement. The first play of this drive looked like the guy was going to be behind the line of scrimmage, and they ended up getting 7 yards, just everybody pushing each other forward.
Near side hash, Vikings do what they do best, keeping the ball on the ground. It's Van Gastel to the outside, run out of bounds, but does get enough for a Mazama first down.
Looks like he was out of bounds about the 11, 12-yard line.
So we've got 3 minutes and 13 seconds remaining in the opening quarter, and nobody has scored just yet. Glad you're with us on CBS Sports Radio and TableRockSports.net. Number 1 against number 2.
Big time.
Tyler Aguilar goes wide to the left-hand side of the formation. He's the only wide out Mazama has in the formation. Man in motion to the far side, that's Brody Hubble. I'll hand it inside to Trevor Anderson. Get nowhere there.
Henley knew he was coming.
Henley has come to play tonight.
Well, this is as big a deal. This is as big a game as they've ever played at home. Am I correct?
Absolutely. Well, I think in the last few years anyway. I remember one game I broadcast for Henley back in the 1990s, all the way back when Troy Polamalu was a running back for Douglas High School, and they played a playoff game.
And that's why I love doing these games with you, man. Only you have this kind of experience and can let all our listeners in on the history of some of these things that happen here in the Klamath Basin. It's awesome.
Van Gastel goes straight forward with a plunge, picking up a few third down. Yeah, Polamalu was, at that time, was the best running back in the state. He ended up playing in the NFL as a defensive back and a safety.
And doing some great hair commercials as well.
And now he's in the NFL's Hall of Fame. Crazy. 3rd down 7. Of course, that field that we're on here, David, is named after another world-famous athlete,
Indeed.
Dan O'Brien, who played high school football here in the 1980s for the Hornets. 3rd down and 7. Big 3rd down play for the Vikes here. As man comes in motion to the near side, there's the handoff.
Touchdown.
And into the end zone, touchdown.
There's your first score of the game.
Trevor Anderson going into the end zone for a Mazama score. And the Vikings draw first blood here with a 6-0 lead. With the extra point pending. Mazama scoring a touchdown. And the Vikings with 1:47 left. Well, it's interesting talking to a lot of people before the game, David, getting their take on it and their predictions. And most of them, 90% of them I talked to, said we expect a close game. Vikings going for 2 from the 3-yard line, trying to get that 8-point lead, send a man in motion, and they give it straight ahead again. I'm not sure. Did he get it?
Mazama thinks so.
Yep, he got in. Trevor
The
Anderson.
field judge said yes, so we have a 2-point conversion.
2-point conversion is good, and the score is now Mazama 8 and Henley 0. You are listening to CBS Sports Radio, The Winner, and watching this game on TableRockSports.net. We're back after this.
An honorably discharged U.S. veteran? If so, did you know that you and your spouse could save approximately $5,000 by taking advantage of using a VA National Cemetery? You and your spouse get a grave or urn space, grave lining, opening and closing, headstone, and perpetual care, all free. Conger Morris can assist you with making all final arrangements and also help with other benefits that you and your spouse are entitled to as a veteran. Call Conger Morris or visit one of the offices.
Getting the ball.
Sure. Just
back here.
Don't put them on the edge.
8-0 the score. The Hornets trail the Vikings here as Mazama scores first with 1:47 left. Just a little note of technical issue to Dennis Langford back in the radio studio. Dennis, I'm going to give you a little buzz during our next timeout just to make sure everything's good on the audio end as well. Horton will kick, and Trace was booting him good in pregame warmups. This one end over end, going to be out of bounds though, and that will be a penalty, and I would imagine Henley will be content taking the ball at the 35-yard line.
I would think so.
1st down and 10 for Shaw Stork, the senior quarterback, one of the better athletes I think we'll see this season.
He can throw the football, and this is the second possession Henley's had. First one was 3 and out. Mazama defense does what it does best, so we'll see what Stork and company have in store for us.
Well, he's got multiple targets and multiple weapons. Luke Bennett, also out of the running back position, Logan Whitlock, their go-to guy, Owen Sheen, another. Hornets will come out in pass formation on 1st down with trips to the right side of the line of scrimmage. And it'll be Shaw Stork with a lone setback to his left on 1st and 10 at the 35.
Stork
keeps it. Rounds one corner, still on his feet. 1st down and more. Used the far side of the field, opened it up, and Shaw Stork taking one out of Tyson Van Gastel's playbook.
That was a great play.
1st and 10.
Everybody in Mazama was waiting for the pass.
We're hoping Mother Nature holds off on the rain.
There you go again.
We're hoping it off.
No rain, not even close.
A crisp fall night here at Hill O'Brien Field after a very warm Indian type of summer in the basin.
Can we still say Indian summer?
I hope. I think it's politically correct. Here's the pitch to Logan Whitlock to the far side. The Vikings read that well. Very little, if any, gain. And it'll be second down. Stayed in bounds, so the clock continues to tick. With 1:28 left in the opening quarter. Mazama leading at 8-0.
A loss of about a yard.
Second down and 11 now from just inside the 49-yard line, their own 49 for Henley. Shaw Stork, the brother of the head coach, Alex Stork, for Henley, who has done a tremendous job since he's joined here. Here's a handoff straight ahead, and the Hornets not going to get much there either.
Got about 3 yards, brings up third down.
That was Whitlock going straight forward. And we're down to third down now, and about 10. Well, 9. Got 2
I'll take
yards
9.
to the play.
I'll take 9.
Ball right on the midfield stripe here at Hill O'Brien Field, the natural turf here tonight. With a double slot formation to one side, wide out to this side as well. Stork looks to throw on third down, drops back, throws, has a man wide open, 35-yard line, caught, first down. That was Owen Sheen on the catch. First down, Henley.
And you knew that was coming.
Well, and he was wide open. He ran a good route, and Stork hit him with a beautifully thrown pass. First and 10 for the Hornets. 17.2 seconds left in the first period. I doubt, with the clock now running, Henley is going to get a playoff before the end of the first quarter, and so we're going to end it at that point with the score: the Mazama Vikings 8 and the Henley Hornets nothing. Will be back in 1 minute.
What do you do when you get into a car accident and want to know your rights? Easy. Just go to letusfightforyou.com. That's it. Letusfightforyou.com, helping Oregonians get justice for over 40 years.
It's Jeep Adventure Days going on now at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford. We're stocked up on a great selection of new vehicles from Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and of course Ram trucks. Choose from our great selection of new Jeep Gladiator 4x4s or test drive a new 22 Ram 1500 Crew Cab 4x4. And remember, we've added the convenience of test drives from your home and an online process to purchase and deliver your new vehicle. During Jeep Adventure Days, you'll save big on every new vehicle in stock only at the Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford Superstore.
So what do when you get injured on the job and need to know your rights with workers' compensation? Easy. Just go to letusfightforyou.com. That's it. Letusfightforyou.com, helping Oregonians get justice for over 40 years.
Going to the second period of play, Henley on the move. First down and 10. Ball at the Mazama 35-yard line, 8-0. Vikings with the lead. Henley now moving from left to right as you watch it or listen to it and visualize it on the radio. As Stork takes a snap, hands it off, and here's Whitlock. Nice hole for him.
And it wasn't so much the hole, it was the spin move that he did that made that hole. That was a great effort on his behalf.
Are you sure it's a spin move, or could it be one sock is orange and the other is green?
It was a spin move, and he is wearing mismatched socks, but you're not 17. That's hip, man.
That's true. That was Whitlock with a good run. Picks up 6. Second down and 4. Trips to the near side of the line of scrimmage. 2 to the far side for Henley. Snap. Give it again to Whitlock.
They ran that same formation before. Quarterback keeps it. That was a great play. That was a great play. That was the same formation as the last play. He faked the handoff to Whitlock and took it in himself.
Touchdown, Henley. And this game is turning out to be what we thought it would be. 8-6, our score. As Shaw Stork runs it in from the left-hand side for the touchdown.
Yeah, that was great.
And they're going to try.
He's all knees, elbows, and hair. You see that hair flowing? Looking good.
And a pretty good play call on top.
Yeah, that was a great play.
Henley going to try to tie it. Mazama putting the pressure on, getting that 2-point conversion early. Henley trying to tie it all up. Stork back to throw.
Has
Throws
a man.
into the end zone.
Right.
Got him. It is caught for 2. And we are tied at 8. Now get ready for a rumble here tonight. I think this is going to go down to the wire.
Give me the cue anytime and I'll say it.
Go ahead, Jim.
Let's get ready to rumble!
8-8 is our score. We'll return after this 1-minute break on CBS Sports Radio and TableRockSports.net.
It takes meticulous planning, continuous monitoring, and forward thinking to deliver the perfect 3-egg omelet.
Come enjoy the patio weather and a brand new menu at Tap Rock Northwest Grill, where friends and family gather and memories are made. Come visit us today or visit our website.
Owen Sheen's kick fielded deep. Mazama going to return it. Look at this. 30-yard line. Just about to the 30-yard line on the return. And it'll be Trevor Anderson on the return for Mazama, 1st and 10.
Great effort by Trevor.
In an 8-8 ball game. We'll alert our production truck downstairs that we're now in the second quarter, so if you could change that on the scoreboard, fellas, we'd appreciate that.
It says second quarter.
It does now on this screen.
Oh no, I'm sorry.
They're listening to us. They hear every word we say down there. 1st and 10, Mazama going to run it to the outside.
A little bit of laundry on the field.
Yeah,
Place blown dead.
Somebody's getting up a little gimpy for Henley there. Looks like he's possibly going to have to come off the field. Yeah, he's going to come off, favoring lifting his right leg. Looked like an ankle or a knee, but he's
that Cooper Grow
tweaked it just a little bit.
I think he's got a cramp.
And those are common. 5-yard penalty against Mazama moves the ball back to the 23-yard line. 1st and 15 for the Vikings. Mazama scored first, ended a 2-point conversion as well, and then the Henley Hornets with Shaw Stork with a big run to the outside and a 2-point conversion pass, tying up the ball game at 8 apiece. 11:04 left second quarter. As the Vikes keep the ball on the ground. And look at this. To the outside they go. To the 45-yard line. Out of bounds near the 47.
That's Viking football.
On the run, Brody Hubble. With a good block thrown out front by Brendan Monteith to spring him loose.
Indeed. Spring has sprung.
1st down for the Vikings. New set of downs up to the 45-yard line.
Just under 11 minutes to go in the half.
Game is tied at 8. Number 1 ranked team in the state against the number 2 ranked team in the state.
Mazama scored on their first possession. Henley, on their first possession, Mazama fumble as they were getting ready to score. Weren't able to do anything with it. Their second possession, they scored. And Mazama's at midfield with the 1st down.
Here come the Vikings in motion. Trace Horton was going in motion. Another penalty flag.
Perhaps too much motion?
This one's going to be another illegal procedure call, I think. No, this one's going to be offside against Henley. They went across the line. So it'll be 1st and 5 at the 50-yard line for Mazama. A few years ago, when they played here, 22-21 was the final score. Mazama lost that ball.
I heard there were a lot of Mazama fans that were not happy with a few pass interference calls in that game.
That was a very closely contested game, and a lot of this game reminds me of that a little bit. Got the same type of jive or atmosphere,
right?
You know, the same feel to it. 1st and 5 for the Vikes right at midfield near side hash. Trevor Anderson goes up the middle, picks up big yardage all the way down to the 40, 39-yard line perhaps.
Power football.
Of Henley for another first down. These two teams will wrap up their regular seasons next week. Henley at home against North Bend. That highway between here and the coast will be busy because Marshfield, coming from Coos Bay right next door, also here to Klamath Falls to take on the Vikings next Friday night.
That's going to be a football game.
Wrap up the regular season for both teams heading into the postseason. Both teams will definitely be there. Here's a handoff on 1st and 10, but not much running room at all for Trevor Anderson. Defense collapses on him. It'll be 2nd down. Like to thank Jesse Hamilton and Luke Hammond, the principal and athletic director here at Henley, for their hospitality as we made our visit.
And the best thing they did, they let us park about 15 feet from where we're broadcasting, so we didn't have to schlep all this gear in from the parking lot.
Well, we had 2 sets of gears. We had to bring tables and show. Well, you did.
It's all good, man.
Don't tell Renee, though.
Thanks to the AD. No, I got her permission before I took a table and chairs.
2nd down. Vikings go to the near side with a run and out of bounds. Trace Horton making the carry that time for Mazama.
They got the first down? Or just no?
Yeah, another first down. Yep.
No, I'm waiting to move the change, but it looks like about
they did
half
not.
A yard.
I heard Don DeLevo, the PA announcer, say first down, and I didn't look at the stick.
Stick with me, kid.
I'm looking at the stick now. 3rd and short. I'm going to predict a Tyson Van Gastel blast right up the middle. Quarterback sneak to get that first down. And no, he hands it off to Anderson, but the same result. First down, Mazama.
Excellent.
Down to 8:20 left here in this second quarter in an 8-8 ball game. Mazama High School Viking football on CBS Sports Radio, KRJW, Altamont, Klamath Falls. And, of course, on TableRockSports.net. Follow the Vikes into the postseason as well. Starts in 2 weeks.
That's crazy.
And this game is really critical to get a first-round home game. So, you win the league.
Well, not only would the Mazama faithful like that, but the pros from Dover would like a first-round home game as well.
We would like to not to have to travel right out of the gate. Here's the snap to Van Gastel. Give it up. That's going to be Horton. Look at that run.
Wow.
he was ready to run over another player.
Well, he hit that defender right in the sternum and lifted him a foot off the ground.
That was a big run. First down, Mazama doing what they do best.
Exactly.
I don't think I wasn't able to see the opening drive with what we were doing up here, David. But
I was watching, and it was just what we're seeing
no
here.
Pass.
Not a single one.
Pass at all, right?
Not a single
Mazama
one.
Has
they
not
got 3
the
first
ball.
Downs on the ground.
Mazama has not thrown the ball tonight. And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I've used that line earlier this week at work.
You were
1st and 10. Here's the pitch. This will be Hubble out to the outside. Brody Hubble inside the 10.
Awesome.
For the Vikes.
Big run for Brody.
Saw James, his father, before the game. One of the coaches said hi to him. And he was Jeff Mock downstairs and Power Pack Rental and Sales. We want to give them a big shout out for the use of the.
Yeah, we're standing tall thanks to Power Pack.
Yeah, we have a good place to broadcast from thanks to
high
Power Pack.
Above Hill O'Brien Field.
We can go higher with this. I've driven it around a little bit, David. I'm starting to figure this
when
thing out.
When you get ready to do that, you just let me know.
You ready to do some four-wheeling?
I'll bail off.
I noticed it's a four-wheel drive. 1st and goal for Mazama. Inside the 10, about the 8. Hand off Anderson. Did he get in? No.
Mazama thinks so, but the Zebras haven't indicated such.
Trevor Anderson got close.
Imagine that. Looks like it's not even a yard.
And we'll see what they do on 2nd and goal.
3 guesses.
And the first 2 really are, they don't count. Mazama looking to score here. Van Gastel from the 1-yard line. Takes a snap, hands it off. Anderson into the end zone.
Walks right in.
Touchdown, Mazama.
And that was nice, too, because it's down here on the side of the field where the Mazama faithful are. It's a wide out for the students.
Well, my scoreboard went south on me here, too.
How appropriate for the South Side Series showdown.
So we'll get those squared away in just a minute. Mazama now leading 12-8. I'll make that 14-8, right? Yeah, 14-8. Mazama's going to go for 2. And they get it with a 2-point conversion. Mazama leading it 16-8. We will take a break and come back after this 1-minute timeout.
It takes meticulous planning, continuous monitoring, and forward thinking to deliver the perfect 3-egg omelet.
Enjoy the patio weather and a brand new menu at Tap Rock Northwest Grill, where friends and family gather and memories are made. Come visit us today or visit our website.
Henley with a pretty good return, still down the sideline.
One guy to get him.
One guy to beat, and he doesn't get there. But, boy, what a great return for Henley.
Got back just in time to watch that one. That was awesome.
And it will be 1st down and 10, but the Hornets will have a great opportunity here.
Yeah, that they looks like their 32-yard line.
All the way down, you're right, to the 32 of Henley.
Well, here's a situation for Mazama to look outside the box.
And here's our wind that they were predicting, right?
No, it's
a little bit
good.
of wind blowing. 16-8 the score. Mazama with the lead.
Mazama hasn't reacted well to a lot of Henley's plays here in that last drive. Let's see what they do on 1st down against the Vikes.
Shaw Stork with a running back in the backfield with him. That is Whitlock. And he gets a short gain, maybe 1. 2nd down. 2nd down and about 9. Henley moving from left to right. Great field position, though. See if the wind has any factor in the passing game, as it's really picked up in the last few minutes. Stork goes up top. I guess not, because it's complete to the outside. Far side of the field. And they pick up some yardage there. I think they're going to get their yards in the air tonight.
Well, they got about 6 on that. It's 3rd and 3.
Boy, that wind is brutal all of a sudden, isn't it?
Oh, I think it sounds worse than it really is.
3rd down as Stork waits for the snap.
Changing the play.
Yeah, he's getting the change from the sideline. Takes the snap, going to run.
Keeps it.
Himself. Not much running room. Vikings read that well.
No, he didn't need much. I think he got the 1st down. Let's see where they spot the ball.
And let's see what
Fourth
they do
down,
here.
they're going for it.
Yeah,
Fourth
fourth
and 2.
down at about 2 for Henley. The ball is at the 31-yard line of Mazama.
26.
So at 26, 5 yards back. Thank you.
No problem.
Shaw Stork with Whitlock standing next to him, going to call a timeout.
Probably
And
a smart move.
we'll keep it here. If you're wondering if you're listening to the radio broadcast tonight and you're wondering where the Blazer game is, that is on sister station 1450 AM or 102.5 FM.
Was that their second preseason game? Or
No, this is their second regular
is this the
season.
second game or the third?
Second regular season and their first home game for the Blazers tonight. So we'll see if the Blazers can go 2-0. Right now they're undefeated.
I'm thinking it's going to be a tough year to be a Blazer fan.
Well, we expected the wins tonight. We just didn't have them in the first quarter, and then it really started to pick up out here at Henley. 5:19 left until halftime. It's Mazama leading the Hornets by a score of 16-8.
And a critical, well, all fourth down plays are critical when you're going for it, but this is not only critical for Henley to make, but it's critical that Mazama reacts as Mazama should.
Well, let's see what Henley has up their
Henley's
sleeve on
fooled
4th
him a
and
couple
2.
times so far
Yeah.
tonight.
Well, they've got trips to the far side. And Shaw Stork with a running back, that's Whitlock, to his left in the formation. Takes a snap, rolls to his left, throws downfield, caught. No, he missed it. I thought he had it, and he did not
He
hold on.
stretched and it was in his hands, but the Mazama defender was right behind him. And
Owen
gave that ball a
Jean, the
little bit of
intended
edge.
receiver, could not make the catch. Big play for Mazama defensively. Turnover on downs. And with 5:16 left in the half, Mazama leading at 16-8. Hey, the good news for next week, David, is we'll be back inside of a press box.
You know, I'm all good here, man. My gloves. See these things? They make these for your hands.
It's a little chilly out here, in my opinion. I'm the one that's younger than you are, and I feel like I'm freezing
It's
out
all
here.
good, man. It's beautiful football.
It is. This is a great game. 1st and 10. Vikings lead by 8 with a man in motion on first down. Here they go again with a run straight up the middle. Not much flair to Mazama's offense.
No, not much going on at that one either. Let's see what they gave him.
Short gain for Trevor Anderson. Not much.
A yard, maybe?
Yeah, if that. I'm going to call it
There's
second.
a penalty. We missed the flag.
Yeah, there's a 5-yard penalty against Mazama, so it'll be 1st and 15. 16-8 the score. Mazama with the lead, number 1 ranked team in the state, leading the number 2 ranked team.
Still a lot of time left in the half, but I was expecting more scoring by now.
Well, Mazama got all the way down to the 5-yard line and fumbled on their first possession.
Yeah, and then Henley went 3 and out after that.
Vikings come out on first down and 15. Up under center, Van Gassel sends a man in motion. Going to go up top for the first time. Oh, just out of the outstretched hands. Nice idea of Brody Hubble, the intended receiver. No, was that 2? Trevor Anderson was the intended
Trace
receiver.
Horton, 22.
Oh, was that 22? Yeah, double 2 back there. Sorry about that. Trace Horton.
Yeah, I
He
wasn't
barely
watching him. I was
missed that.
watching Tyler. I thought they were going for Tyler. Sorry for those of you watching on Table Rock Sports. I missed that one completely.
Second down and 15. The incomplete pass, the first attempt in the air for Mazama tonight, goes for naught. So it stops the clock with 5:07 left in the second period. Mazama leading at 16-8. Back to throw. Van Gastel again. Going to go downfield. Has a man caught at the 40-yard line.
Wow.
Big play for the Mazama Vikings.
Brendan Monteith was right there, had the great hands, pulled it in, hit the ground, hung onto the ball. And for a team that don't pass, that was a mighty fine pass play.
Correct me if I'm wrong, David, but
you're wrong.
How many times have you seen Mazama throw back-to-back passes this year? I don't think it's happened.
My memory is definitely not what it once was. However, I cannot remember back-to-back passes so far this season.
I don't think it's happened.
Or last
to be
year,
honest
for
with
that
you.
matter.
1st and 10 for the Vikings, all the way down to the Henley 40-yard line with that pass play.
That was awesome.
Well thrown ball from Van Gastel. Handed straight up the middle. Here comes a run to the 30. Inside the 30, the 25, and down. Some smacking going on downstairs, but Trevor Anderson with a great run.
Game. 4 minutes to touchdown.
15-yard run from scrimmage for Trevor Anderson. About 14 to be exact. 1st and 10 for Mazama at the Henley 26. Mazama leading at 16-8.
And again, Mazama's right in front of their fans as they're going for this next play.
Here it is once again. Straight up the middle it goes. Van Gastel keeps. Inside the 30, or rather 20.
Probably got 5.
5 or 6.
7.
You know, neither one of these teams, and I don't think Henley, aside from that opening game when we played in Estacada, and they found themselves 8-0 behind after the first 2 plays. But I don't think Henley has been behind in a game much this year, except for their first game against Seaside when they won that 22-21.
They went to town last week. They were out 14-0.
Yeah, Henley's
penalty
both of these teams have had pretty good success, and neither side is used to being on the losing end.
Well, instead of 1st and 10, it's 1st and 15. It's from the looks like the
5-yard penalty,
31-yard line.
Yep. Vic Lease is not going to be happy with looking at the penalty yardage at halftime. Vikings have been assessed more than they usually do. 1st down and 15. Man in motion for the Vikes is Horton. They go straight up the middle with it to Trevor Anderson, back down to about the 25-yard line.
Back to the original line of scrimmage, and that was about it. You know, the one bad thing about the wind is it is blowing the smell of the burgers
barbecue
from the concession stand right my way, and I'm going, oh, that smells really good.
It does. And you know, one of our sponsors, which is Abby's Pizza, here's another penalty against Mazama, the 2nd in a row. This one all the way back to the 35-yard line.
You know, why don't you just call them up and tell them to deliver a pizza instead of...
We should. By the time we called them and they delivered it, this game would be over, though.
Nah, don't be dissing their delivery like that.
Oh,
they're not that far away.
We're a little far from their delivery area.
South 6th Street.
Vikings called a timeout here. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Vic Lease wants to talk to his team.
Yeah. There's the conversation. There's Vic and the team.
And there's Vic saying, guys, we've just been penalized 2 times in a row. We've got a lot of these.
He says, I know those burgers smell good, boys, but let's stay focused. I know it's white out night. I know it's white out night, and the young ladies look great in white, but let's stay focused.
Vikings leading at 16-8. We're going to take a 30-second break and come back with more after this from Hill O'Brien.
An honorably discharged U.S. veteran? If so, did you know that you and your spouse could save approximately $5,000 by taking advantage of using a VA National Cemetery? You and your spouse get a grave or urn space, grave lining, opening and closing, headstone, and perpetual care, all free. Conger Morris can assist you with making all final arrangements and also help with other benefits that you and your spouse are entitled to as a veteran. Call Conger Morris or visit one of the offices.
Randy Adams, Fast David, back here at Hill O'Brien Field.
High atop Hill O'Brien Field.
Yep. Courtesy in the Power Pack Rental and Sales Studio.
That's it.
That's what we're calling tonight.
Hey, we're big time tonight. We've got a banner on the front of this contraption. We're looking good.
Power Pack Rental and Sales taking good care of us here tonight with the boom lift. 1st and 22 for Mazama. 1st and 22 at the Henley 35-yard line. The yard to gain is the 13 for a 1st down. Van Gastel up under center with a man in motion. He'll go inside. Look at that.
Goes.
Horton,
Touchdown.
he's going to the end zone. Touchdown, Mazama. Trace Horton.
First and 22, ain't no hill for a climber. Vikings touchdown.
Pounds it into the end zone. Touchdown, Mazama. It is 22-8 Vikings with the PAT pending. And Mazama, true to form, they've really started going for the 2-point conversion a couple of weeks ago and haven't really varied much from that since. They've gone 2 for 2 in the PAT 2-point department tonight. See if they can make it a hat trick here. Up under center, Van Gastel hands it up to Anderson.
And there's Vicks with his hands on his hips. Vic's hips ain't happy.
Another penalty against Mazama. Wow.
And these are motion penalties. These are, at this point in the season, with the caliber of the number 1 ranked team in the state, there's not a lot of acceptability for those kind of penalties.
Well, now you take it all the way to the 8-yard line. Now you have to maybe even make a play change. They go straight up the middle with Anderson from 3 yards out, and that's been pretty successful. Now what do you do with 8 yards to gain? Perhaps a play action
do what
pass?
you did when it was first and 22.
Who knows?
Give it to Trace.
Here's the pitch to Trace Horton to the outside, and I believe he got in. No, he did not. They wave it off. No good. No good. So the big hold for the Hornets of Henley there as the score is remaining. The Mazama Vikings 22 and the Henley Hornets 8. And we'll come back with more football here from CBS Sports Radio and TableRockSports.net.
What do you do when you get into a car accident and want to know your rights? Easy. Just go to letusfightforyou.com. That's it. LetUsFightForYou.com, helping Oregonians get justice for over 40 years.
It's Jeep Adventure Days going on now at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford. We're stocked up on a great selection of new vehicles from Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and of course Ram trucks. Choose from our great selection of new Jeep Gladiator 4x4s or test drive a new 22 Ram 1500 Crew Cab 4x4. And remember, we've added the convenience of test drives from your home and an online process to purchase and deliver your new vehicle. During Jeep Adventure Days, you'll save big on every new vehicle in stock only at the Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford Superstore.
So what do you do when you get injured on the job and need to know your rights with workers' compensation? Easy. Just go to letusfightforyou.com. That's it. LetUsFightForYou.com, helping Oregonians get justice for over 40 years.
A booming kick from Trace Horton goes into the end zone. Touchback. So the Vikings defense will come onto the field. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Henley Hornets. We'll see what Henley does with this possession. With 3:19 left until halftime. We're rocking and rolling up here now, aren't we, David?
Sure. Nice catch.
David's
I had a glove blow off the table, and
somebody
young lady
right
down
underneath
there just tossed it right up, and I managed to actually catch it. Must have been a good throw.
3:19 left, second period.
Hornets would really like to put a quick, long drive together and try and get on the scoreboard one more time before the half.
4 receivers to the right-hand side, but the Hornets keep it on the ground and push it forward for a few yards.
And that play works good for them.
Trevor Anderson making the tackle on Shaw Stork there. It'll be 2nd down and about 6. A gain of 4. Mazama leading at 22-8. Mazama coming into the game averaging 45 points a game, giving up just 9. Here's the snap from center, handed off. No, fake handoff. Play action pass. Throw across the middle and complete up to about the 36-yard line. 1st down, Henley.
Mazama defenders were right there. He managed to get it about 1.5 yards after the catch.
Owen Sheen with the catch. 1st down, Hornets. First and 10 with 2 minutes and 39 seconds and counting left in the first half. Mazama leading 22-8. Snap to Stork. He hands it off to Whitlock, who gets nowhere. Logan Whitlock with the run, with a big rugby scrum is all that turned out to be. And it will be second down and about 10, no gain.
I think there's a little John and jiving going out there in them scrums, too.
Well, I was talking to several people, and many said there's been a little bit of smack talk between the two teams this week.
As it should be.
All of these kids really know each other.
Yep. That's the best part of these.
Some of them are best friends.
Yep.
Playing against each other tonight.
These inner city games.
Stork with a little screen pass out front, and he's got a man up to the 48-yard line with the yards after the catch. That was a good play.
Yeah, they're getting into it a little bit down there.
Yeah, that was a good catch, and Chris Janey making the catch there. 6 foot 170.
Yeah, Trace Horton was getting a little mouthy down there, and one of his teammates just smacked him in the back of the helmet. Just pay attention.
Let's go. Yep. Stork with a home run ball downfield, but it's incomplete. Overthrows his receiver. Had man-on-man coverage, single coverage downfield.
Brings up second down.
Had him beat by about a step and a half, too, but the ball was not delivered well. So it'll be second down at 10. Clock stopped with 97 seconds remaining until halftime. Mazama leading by 14, 22-8. Henley coming with 4 receivers, 2 slots, 2 wideouts.
And they don't want to waste this opportunity. They need a first down and more right now.
To the right-hand side, second down and 10. Here's Stork. Throws to the left instead, has a man open out there at the 45. Not enough for the first down, but he's caught.
Third and about 4, do you think?
And it'll be, third and short. As the Hornets going with no huddle here. Trying to catch the offense. Logan Whitlock on the catch there. No, that was not Whitlock on the catch. Check that. Back to throw on third down is Stork, and it's incomplete. Oh, a penalty flag late.
And I think that's going to be a personal foul. That's just what I think, ladies and gentlemen. We're still waiting.
Exactly a minute 7 now left on the clock. Big penalty against Mazama here.
Yeah, we'll see if it is. Nope, just a little. Just a little one.
All the way up to the 38-yard line. It gives Henley new set of downs.
Yeah, and it stops the clock and gives them a first down. Minute 7 to go.
So Stork looking to try to get his team another score before halftime here with a minute 7 left. Ball is at the Mazama 39-yard line. He's got trips to the near side of the line of scrimmage. Back to throw Stork. Drops back into the pocket, going to try to roll out. Still on his feet and hit for a loss.
That was a coverage sack. He had nobody to throw to. All his receivers had somebody on him. Running backs were covered. He had nowhere to go but down.
Second down and 12. Timeout. We'll take one as well. Mazama leading at 22-8. We're back in 1 minute after this.
It takes meticulous planning, continuous monitoring, and forward thinking to deliver the perfect 3-egg omelet.
Come enjoy the patio weather and a brand new menu at Tap Rock Northwest Grill. where friends and family gather and memories are made. Come visit us today or visit our website.
Back here at Hill O'Brien Field, here's a snap to Stork. He throws out on the flat, has Whitlock, and Logan's going to try to get some yards after the catch, and does so to about the 33-yard line.
Nice play.
Will be third down, and we're down to 45.8 seconds left.
Logan's a gamer.
Until halftime, anyway.
Logan is a gamer. Lost his helmet. He's off on the sideline doing a little repair work to his bucket.
White Hat says start the clock, so they do. 2nd down and 4 for the Hornets. Stork alone in the backfield now. Takes a snap, goes up top, has a man caught, and 1st down Henley. And another penalty on Mazama. That was a late hit. That's
going to hurt. That could result in a touchdown on this next play.
That was an unnecessary play at the end there, and really is going to hurt Mazama. Wait to see when the Mazama fans are not happy.
I wouldn't be happy either, but not with the call with my team.
Yeah, they did not need to give them 15 more yards downfield.
Nope. 1st and goal to go from about the 9.
1st and goal, Henley. 38.2 seconds left. Stork
keeps it.
Throws, end zone, touchdown. And that may not have scored had you not given him that much or that little. Tyler Harper making the catch for a touchdown to make it 22-14. That was a big penalty right there on Mazama. Huge.
And they all are. Even the little ones add up. But that one right there was just as inopportune as it could be.
Henley's going to go for 1 on the PAT with Owen Sheen, the left-footed kicker. And I think he shanked it. It's good.
Nobody got a hand on that one. That was all on him.
Off to the right-hand side. 25.2 seconds left. Mazama had the opening kick, so they'll have to kick to start the second half. Just to let you know, we're at Mazama 22 and Henley 14. And we'll be back right after this 1-minute break.
Dear Dad, today was hard. You know how much I love you, and you know how much I love sports. I was afraid to say this to your face, but I heard you yelling again from the stands during my game. You were shouting at the coach, the refs, even the other parents. It embarrasses me when you yell at everyone. It really stresses me out. I love sports, I love to play, and I love my team. I want us both to enjoy the game, win or lose. But we can't if you always lose your temper. I hope you can cheer for me and the other players. It's about more than just the score. It's about us all enjoying the experience. I hope you can join me for my next game. I really want you to be there. Love, Katie.
Fairly short kick is returned up to the 35 by Mazama. They've got
19.7 seconds.
Yeah, 19.7.
19.7 seconds to touchdown.
I'm gonna say Mazama's just gonna. I don't even think they'll try for a home run ball. I think they'll just run the ball and take what they can get. It depends on how many timeouts they have left.
Oh, I think Vic will play it very conservative.
1st and 10, Mazama leading by 8, 22-14. And Mazama's going to keep it up on the ground, and up the middle they go. That is Tyson Van Gastel, the quarterback, keep up to about the 43-yard line. If they were going to call timeout, they would have by now. I think they're just going to run the clock out here and go into the locker room with an 8-point lead at halftime. Mazama 22 and Henley 14, a game that's all that we expected it to be.
A lot of hard-nosed football going on.
We'll come back after this 2-minute break on CBS Sports Radio and TableRockSports.net.
Life, things aren't scripted.
If you're an athlete, we need people like you and translate those skills to officiating.
You can get a lot out of it.
It happens in every town, in every game.
We never have a perfect game, but the rewards always outweigh the negativities.
And to buy my own satellite receiver and send it up that way.
Now, why would you do that?
I don't know. Because I just hate fighting this thing, man. Hate it.
That's just a message from Joe.
What do you do when you get into a car accident and want to know your rights? Easy. Just go to letusfightforyou.com. That's it. Letusfightforyou.com, helping Oregonians get justice for over 40 years.
It's Jeep Adventure Days going on now at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford. We're stocked up on a great selection of new vehicles from Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and of course Ram trucks. Choose from our great selection of new Jeep Gladiator 4x4s or test drive a new 22 Ram 1500 Crew Cab 4x4. And remember, we've added the convenience of test drives from your home and an online process to purchase and deliver your new vehicle. During Jeep Adventure Days, you'll save big on every new vehicle in stock only at the Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford Superstore.
So what do you do when you get injured on the job and need to know your rights with workers' compensation? Easy. Just go to letusfightforyou.com. That's it. Letusfightforyou.com, helping Oregonians get justice for over 40 years.
22-14 is our halftime score. Randy Adams along with Fast David Gullickson here at Hill O'Brien Field.
What a game.
Henley High School. It's been a great first half.
Great football game.
And we are looking forward to even a better second half. Mazama, the number 1 ranked team in the state, and Henley ranked at number 2. And this game has been one of those battles back and forth, David.
Well, and it's had, first off, Henley ran some plays. You could tell their game plan had Mazama's weaknesses in mind. They had a great drive, their second drive. I know we harp on this, and I know Vic is talking about it right now. Too many penalties for Mazama. That last touchdown of Henley's to bring them to 22-14 was thanks to a personal foul. Both teams are always into it when they play these Southside games, and there's a lot on the line. Number 1 and number 2, statewide, all eyes are watching this football game, and we'll see what the next 2 quarters bring us.
It's interesting seeing the different plans of attack in this game. You got Mazama, who's thrown 2 passes, completed just 1, and Henley, who's thrown on almost every down on the opposite side of that. And Henley has picked apart Mazama's defensive secondary a little bit here in this first half. Well, when there's
4 guys out there ready to catch a ball, you better be sharp. And then they've had, who's the guy with the mismatched socks? Whitlock?
Logan Whitlock.
Logan Whitlock. I mean, and when the guys are covered, he just, pitches it out to him, or he keeps it himself.
Well, Mazama, we'll get
lots of weapons.
We'll get some stats, hopefully, and be able to give you the scoring wrap and who's got what yardage. And it'll be interesting if we do get that at halftime, David, to see the penalties and how many times Mazama. I know they've been penalized. I have to say almost twice as much as Henley has.
Has Henley been penalized?
And may not. You're right. Yeah, I think they had 1 or 2 5-yard penalties, and that was about it. But Mazama's got 2 great big ones, a couple of personal foul penalties, and you got to, as you said last week, you got to keep those emotions in check a little bit. And I know it's a big game,
and in a big game, especially with high school athletes, who wins can come down to that, is who kept their emotions in check.
Exactly. 22-14, our Mazama lead at halftime. The Vikings by 8. We'll take a 2-minute break and come back with more Dennis Langford back in the KRJW studios. Hope things are going well on your end. We'll come back after this 2-minute break.
Choose a company that best represents you and our local community.
Choose a company that focuses on relationships rather than transactions.
Choose a company that empowers their employees and provides growth opportunities from within.
Choose a company that shows compassion and rises to the occasion in times of need.
Call a John L. Scott broker today.
Any time is a good time to plan your funeral, except at the time of the funeral. At Conger Morris, we know that there are so many advantages to planning ahead. It eases the burden on our families at their worst time. Pre-planning also alleviates their stress, knowing the funeral costs are already taken care of. And it allows your service to be more meaningful, with all of your wishes being taken care of. Call us today for personalized assistance in creating your own plan. Conger Morris, we'll always be there.
Dear Dad, today was hard. You know how much I love you, and you know how much I love sports. I was afraid to say this to your face, but I heard you yelling again from the stands during my game. You were shouting at the coach, the refs, even the other parents. It embarrasses me when you yell at everyone. It really stresses me out. I love sports, I love to play, and I love my team. I want us both to enjoy the game, win or lose. But we can't if you always lose your temper. I hope you can cheer for me and the other players. It's about more than just the score. It's about us all enjoying the experience. I hope you can join me for my next game. I really want you to be there. Love, Katie.
Welcome back to Hill O'Brien Field at Henley High School. Halftime 22-14. Mazama with the lead. The Vikings started the scoring first with 1:47 left in the opening quarter. Brody Hubble running it in from 10 yards out. The 2-point conversion was Trevor Anderson's into the end zone good, and it was 8-0 Mazama. Henley came right back after a great drive and a 30-yard run around the end by quarterback Shaw Stork. The 2-point conversion was good on a pass from Stork to Logan Whitlock to tie the game at 8 apiece. That with 11:12 left in the second period. With 8:55 left, make that 6:55 left in the second quarter. Trevor Anderson ran for 1 yard. The PAT was good with Anderson going in from the run, and Mazama led 16-8. Made it 22-8 with 19 seconds. 8 minutes and 19 seconds left in the second quarter with Trace Horton running it in. 38-yard run for Trace there. The PAT was no good, and then Henley scoring with less than a minute to play on the clock. 25 seconds left. Shaw Stork completing a pass for 10 yards. The touchdown into the end zone. It doesn't say who it was that caught the ball, though, here. The Owen Sheen on the extra point kick, no good, 22-14. Total yards, listen to this, Mazama, 295 yards at halftime. Henley, 139 yards per play. Mazama averaging about 8.2, and Henley 5.8.
That's big time.
Penalties, yards, that's
yes.
That's where we're looking at now. Mazama with 7 penalties, 60 yards. Henley 2 for 10 yards. That's a big difference. First downs, Mazama leading in that category by 10, 18-8. Passing, Tyson Van Gassel is 2 for 3 in the first half, 51 yards and 2 touchdowns. Shaw Stork has gone up top 13 times, completed 8, 79 yards and 1 touchdown pass. Rushing,
he's impressive.
Trevor Anderson already 94 yards on 12 carries. Trace Horton 67 yards on 6 carries. Tyson Van Gassel 9 carries, 65 yards. Brody Hubble 2 for 18. For the Hornets, Shaw Stork, 5 carries and 47 yards, and Logan Whitlock, 6 carries, 13 yards. Receiving, Owen Sheen has caught 4 passes for 39 yards. Logan Whitlock, 1 for 8. Chris Janney, 2 for 10. And for the Vikings, 1 catch apiece for Brandon Monteith, Trevor Anderson, and Trace Horton. Monteith's catch, a big one, 39 yards.
Yeah, it was big time, man. Stork has just been awesome. He's making the right reads. He's doing things with his own wheels. Very impressive performance by him so far.
It's still very much anybody's ball game.
Absolutely.
Mazama 22 and Henley 14. And
you said Henley gets the ball?
Henley will get the ball, start the second half. So, yeah, it's going to be one of those nip and tuck battles, I think, all night long. And, you know, I hate to bring this up, but it's definitely a possibility with only 16 teams going to the playoffs. Dare I say that these two teams could meet again?
Works for me.
Somewhere down the line as the state playoffs come along.
I am proud to be a resident of Klamath Falls for almost 40 years, and I would like nothing better than to have 2 of our teams be there at the end. That would just be tremendous.
22-14 is our halftime score. Mazama leading Henley. We'll come back after this 2-minute break.
Game day or a family get-together. Sherm's has the quality products and prices that will make you cheer. Sherm's Thunderbird Market, Medford's original discount grocery store.
We love our sports here.
It's our responsibility to keep them great. And we need you to know your role.
You can be a player.
You can be a coach.
You can be a spectator.
Or an official.
But you only get to be one.
Know your role.
Parents, release your kid to the game.
It's my experience.
Don't yell at the refs. They have a hard job.
Know your role.
Players, respect your opponents.
Love to play, win or lose.
Know your role.
So what do you do when you get injured in a motorcycle accident and you need legal help? Easy. Just go to letusfightforyou.com. That's it. Letusfightforyou.com, helping Oregonians get justice for over 40 years.
What is a getaway? Is it leaving the familiar behind? Or discovering a place that feeds your hunger? Where passion sings, food is a culture, and every performance demands an encore. So let the journey be your destination. Then feast your eyes and nourish your soul in Southern Oregon. Your reservation starts when you travel Medford.
It's Jeep Adventure Days going on now at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford. We're stocked up on a great selection of new vehicles from Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and of course Ram trucks. Choose from our great selection of new Jeep Gladiator 4x4s or test drive a new 22 Ram 1500 Crew Cab 4x4. And remember, we've added the convenience of test drives from your home and an online process to purchase and deliver your new vehicle. During Jeep Adventure Days, you'll save big on every new vehicle in stock only at the Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford Superstore.
22-14 is our score at halftime. Mazama leading Henley. Let's check in with Bill Crawford and get a rundown of games that were played maybe last night, along with a quick look at the schedule for tonight. Bill? Is Bill there? Bill was.
Bill is.
We'll find Bill.
Bill ever shall be.
Hold on, Bill. We'll get you. All right, Bill.
Thank you. There was some high school football games played around the state last night, but none of them involved any local teams. So let's move on to tonight's schedule in the Big Sky Conference. Hidden Valley at Marshfield. That'll be a good one. Marshfield having another great season as well. So the defending state champions tonight at home hosting the Hidden Valley Mustangs. North Bend Bulldogs on the other side of Oregon's Bay Area facing the Ashland Grizzlies tonight. That at North Bend. Non-league football tonight in Class 4A. Locally, Klamath Union is at Philomath. The Pelicans and Warriors going at it. Yeah, Klamath Union is at Philomath. The Pelicans and Warriors.
All right, thank you, Bill. Bill Crawford with a quick look at what's going on in the conference. As we have the Hornets returning to the field. Mazama has yet to do so. I think one thing we can look forward to here, David, is perhaps Vic will have some strong words for his team at halftime and cut down those penalties in the second half.
Hey, we just need to play Mazama football. We need to calm down a little bit and just keep doing what we're doing.
22-14, the Vikings with the lead. We're going to take another 2-minute break for our TableRockSports.net and KFLS KRJW Mazama High School radio sponsors. Back in 2 minutes.
You find information about paying for medical treatment after a car crash? Easy. Just go to letusfightforyou.com. That's it. Letusfightforyou.com, helping Oregonians get justice for over 40 years.
I just got the best deal at US Cellular. Just $29 for one line.
For the first month only, right? That's how they get you.
For as long as I want. Why so skeptical?
I was told she'd weigh 30 pounds.
Get unlimited data for just $29 per line, even just one, only at US Cellular, where every plan is price protected.
Get one line for just $29 at Siskiyou Cellular, the Rogue Valley's exclusive US Cellular authorized agent. Visit SOUScellular.com for details.
So what do you do when you can't work because you were injured on the job? Easy. Just go to letusfightforyou.com. That's it. Letusfightforyou.com, helping Oregonians get justice for over 40 years.
New phone?
Yeah, with US Cellular, I got to pick any phone that I wanted for free. And I was already a customer.
Any brand? With any size?
Mm-hmm. I got exactly what I wanted. It was great to have so many different options.
New and current customers can get any phone from any brand free, only at US Cellular.
New and current customers get any phone free at Siskiyou Cellular, the Rogue Valley's exclusive authorized agent for US Cellular. Visit SOUScellular.com for details.
Bill's Glass covers the full spectrum of your glass needs and dreams. Having new windows installed by Bill's Glass dramatically update and improves the look of your home and helps reduce energy bills year-round. Let Bill's Glass show you what you've been missing. Bill's Glass, the largest glass company in Southern Oregon for your home and auto, as well as the trusted industry leader for over 50 years. Locally owned, family run, Bill's Glass in Ashland, Medford, and Grants Pass.
Second half of football just about ready to get underway here at Hill O'Brien Field. Reminder for you listeners on the radio side, tomorrow it is game day in Oregon. ESPN's going to be in town for game day, and 12:30 kickoff, the Ducks and the Bruins. Going to be a good one.
And what radio station will be carrying that
That's
broadcast?
KRJW.
Absolutely.
Altamont.
Always better to
Falls.
listen to the game on the radio. Always.
Jerry Allen, Mike Jorgensen, Joey Mack, and Terry Johns with the play-by-play tomorrow. 12:30 kickoff, 10:30 pregame show.
You want to know how to be a homer, you listen to those guys. I'll tell you what.
That's the way it should be when you're a Duck affiliate, right?
Well, when every call that's made that goes against you is wrong.
I'm one of these days I'm going to have Jerry tune in just so he can hear you say that once or twice.
No, what you need to do is you need to work your media connections. You need us to get us to one of those football games so I can tell him personally.
Well, you know, if I had tickets, somebody would just take them away from me. You know how that works. But no, we're not talking about tickets. We're talking about a media pass where we can eat their hot dogs and drink their hot chocolate,
There's
right?
a game coming up in November that I'd really like to go to.
We're moving it from left to right with Henley getting the ball to the
promise
second
I won't
half.
wear any Husky swag in the Oregon press box.
Now, that would be a fun trip.
That would be good.
One
I'll
of us
drive,
wearing
I'll
duck
buy the gas, I'll
gear
buy the
and
food, you make it arranged.
You wearing the Husky gear.
Yeah.
Are they playing in Eugene this year?
Oh, of course they are.
Oh, they are. Trace Horton is going to be kicking off here to start the third period. Mazama 22 and Henley 14. Henley in the all blue.
And the wind blew the ball off the tee.
Blue with Vegas gold. Blue helmets, blue pants, Vegas gold stripe. Mazama in the white jerseys, blue pants, white stripe down the side, and the white helmets. Number 1 ranked team in the state against number 2. They might have to have somebody hold that.
I think that's the next thing. Ref's coming out here.
The official's going to say that goes off again. We're going to have to get a holder out there. You don't see that happen we haven't seen that in 7 games so far. We've had just great weather for every single game we've called this year, except tonight. Tonight's the first one that we've had even a hint of inclement weather.
End of October.
All right. Trace Horton will have a holder here. We'll see if that affects the length of the kick any. I doubt it. But Horton will be booting from the 40-yard line from right to left, and we'll get started here in the third period of play with Mazama leading at 22-14. Horton's hand comes down, the kick high, end over end, looks good, fielded at the 6. Return to the 10, to the 15, the 20, to the far side of the field.
And he goes down hard.
Good return. Shaw Stork coming out, bringing his team on the field to see what he can do. Down by 8. The first possession of the third period. 22-14 the score. Mazama leading Henley right now. Henley trailing, but they have the football. From the far side hash mark, Whitlock with 1 green sock and 1 pink sock, standing next to the quarterback, Shaw Stork.
Well, his pink sock is a breast cancer awareness sock. I was watching him warm up, and that's exactly what it is.
Here's Stork on the keeper, going to keep it, go to the outside. Big run for Shaw. Shaw goes out of bounds all the way to the 43-yard line. That is a Henley first down.
He's got the wheels. And that was good of Tyler Aguirre to back off there. I was waiting for him to pop him. He was too close to being out of bounds.
It'll be a first down. Yeah, but we don't want one of those like we had at the end of that second half or second quarter.
You could hear Vic's voice in between his ears going, "Don't do it."
1st and 10. Big run from scrimmage for Henley. They move it all the way up to the Mazama, or rather their own 45-yard line. Here's Whitlock into the secondary with a big run, about 6 yards. Logan Whitlock with a burst of speed up across the 50-yard line.
And just elaborating on the socks, this is October, and this is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. As a matter of the fact that Mazama cheerleaders all have pink pom-poms.
Well, I know tomorrow the Ducks are going to be sporting those pink numerals on their jerseys and pink helmets. Part of them going to be pink anyway tomorrow. Second down.
Just another reason to root against the Ducks.
2nd down and 5. Here's a handoff. Whitlock, big hole. Look at him go across the 35, 30, and all the way down to the 26-yard line. Henley blowing some holes open. First down, Hornets. Henley moving the football well there.
It's a great run. Great run.
Mazama's defense, little suspect all of a sudden.
Well, it was like the sea parted. It wasn't so much that I'm trying to figure out what happened there.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. Here's Stork going to keep it on the ground again. He ain't going to get much now. He's brought down near the original line of scrimmage, 2nd down. Mazama leading at 22-14.
Great drive for Henley.
But Henley, yep, you're on the move. 2nd down and 9 for the Hornets with no huddle once again.
I thought he got more than that.
Whitlock to the left-hand side of Stork on 2nd down. Here's the snap. Stork drops back, throws, got a man, complete, and that will be inside the 15. Another first down for Henley.
See where the spot is. That might be about the 9.
That was Luke Bennett, I believe, on the catch.
I believe you are correct, sir.
Luke Bennett making the catch across the middle, a perfectly thrown football.
And Henley just mixing it up, doing a few runs and tossing the ball.
1st and goal for Henley at the 6-yard line.
An inspired game plan by Henley.
Going to try to tie it up here. Here's the snap. Handed off to Whitlock. He's pushed down, and the big guy got him that time. And it's fumbled. Mazama picks it up.
Well, we'll see.
They're going to whistle it back. Yeah, they are. Looked like Trevor Anderson got his hand on it and was going downfield, but I think they whistled the play dead as the ball came loose.
You know, when everybody was getting back up on the field, we were talking about how big everybody is.
That was Horton that came up with the ball, I believe, but it won't matter. So it'll be second down and goal at the 9.
That was Keegan McDonald with the stop. That man is a wall. Another flag.
Another penalty against Henley. This deep.
No, against Mazama.
Or against Mazama. This deep is just, it's a killer. That brings it back down to the 5-yard line. Inside the 5 to about the 4. First and goal, Henley. Shaw Stork with Whitlock in the backfield. Takes a snap, handed off to Whitlock. He wants the end zone. Can he get there? There's a scrum near the goal line, but he won't get in. Just shy of the goal line, Logan Whitlock.
He made the effort. Mazama Vikings defense held, and the best part of that is nobody got chippy after the play and got another penalty.
3 minutes into the second quarter, 9 minutes left, the third quarter, 9 minutes left. Henley knocking on the door, trailing by 8, but looking to tie the ball game. Bennett's to one side, Whitlock in the backfield with Stork to his left. Stork going to go up top, throws into the end zone.
Knocked down.
Knocked away. Aguiar comes up big for the defensive side.
That was a big play.
Tyler Aguiar with a big play from Mazama.
Because right at the very end of that route, he jigged back enough to get open, and he had that ball in his hands. It was knocked away by Mazama.
And it brings up a 4th down. What do you do here, David?
Just kill him.
If you're Henley, you go?
You know, of course they're going to go for it.
Hornets are going to go on 4th and goal. Shaw Stork sends a man in motion. Going to go over to the side. Throws. Knocked away. Mazama with a turn away on defense. Turnover on downs. Big defensive stand.
And that's what gets us what we do. We run and we stop. And we stopped them there.
Mazama with a huge defensive play right there. Huge. All right, I got to reset this, man. Says we're still streaming. We lost our power here.
No, we didn't lose it. We had a little boy whose father wasn't paying attention to him think that was a smart thing to do and unplug the cord. What happened in the meantime is Mazama fumbled the ball and Henley has it back.
Well, inopportune thing to happen, but I think we are back here. Sorry about losing our signal for a moment, but we are back. 22-14, Henley knocking on the door again after a Mazama fumble, their second of the ball game. On that side of the field, they had one earlier this game, I should say. On the 5
while we were gone with other technical difficulties.
Maybe we need to be on the air more often.
That's always a good thing.
Penalty against Henley here. They're going to move it back a little bit. Delay of game, the call against the Hornets. I thought maybe he just tripped over that thing, but he unplugged it.
He was down. We'll move on.
All right. First down. Here's Stork on 1st and 14. Going to keep it on the ground himself to pick up the yardage they gave up on the penalty and then some. And a gain of 7 for Stork. 2nd down and 8 for the Hornets.
Well, Mazama did it once before. They need to do it now. They need to stop, and they need it immediately.
They had a big takeaway there. Here's Whitlock on the handoff. On the outside. He may go into the end zone. He does go into the end zone. Touchdown, Henley.
What a run.
Logan Whitlock makes it a 22-20 football game.
What a football game.
With a very important PAT coming up. That one set up by a Mazama fumble deep in their own territory after a great 4th down hold. Henley's going to try and tie it up. They have to here. Whitlock next to Stork in the backfield. Takes a snap. Stork going into the end zone. Got his man. And it ties it up at 22. Brand new ball game.
And that was a great route that he ran. He just left Coy Mock in his dust. Turned and Coy didn't see which way he went.
22-22 is our score.
Would you think anything less?
We're going to come back with more here at Hill O'Brien Field after this 30-second break on CBS Sports Radio and TableRockSports.net.
An honorably discharged U.S. veteran? If so, did you know that you and your spouse could save approximately $5,000 by taking advantage of using a VA National Cemetery? You and your spouse get a grave or urn space, grave lining, opening and closing, headstone, and perpetual care, all free. Conger Morris can assist you with making all final arrangements and also help with other benefits that you and your spouse are entitled to as a veteran. Call Conger Morris or visit one of the offices.
22-22, third quarter, 7 minutes, 51 seconds left. Henley scoring, and a 2-point conversion to boot, as Owen Sheen, speaking of boots this one out of bounds. And it'll be a 35-yard line start, I think, for Mazama here.
I believe you are correct, sir.
1st and 10 for the Vikings. Well, number 1 against number 2. Mazama's given up the most points. Well, the second most points now. They won that game against Eagle Point 47-28. That's the last time a team has put this many points on the board against a Viking defense.
We expected nothing less, though.
Couple of fumbles, David.
I had predicted, I was talking to some guys on the field when we were getting set up, and I said that I was predicting a 42-35 Mazama victory. And I don't know how close it'll be in the numbers, but it could end up being one of those games that who's ever got the ball last is going to be the victor.
Vikings are going to make Henley re-kick instead of taking it at 35. Interesting play here.
Well, we've had a couple of good returns. I'll go for that.
Tied up at 22 apiece, third period. Number 1 against number 2 in the state. Owen Sheen will re-kick the football.
Well, let's see if Mazama gets a returnable kick and is able to do something with it.
But Sheen kicking now from the 35-yard line. Here's a kick. High end over end, but not very
deep. This one
deep.
goes out of bounds.
Oh, man, I bet they take it another 5 yards and do it again.
Other side of the field, and that went out about the 30.
Yeah, they're just going to keep that kickoff return teams back on there and say, back it up 5 more yards. Let's try it from the 30, fellas. And we'll do it again.
Now, he is kicking into this brisk wind. I've never kicked a football into the wind before, if that has anything to do with it.
Now look at what they've done. They
were on the edge.
They have brought the offense out on the field. It's interesting. They made him re-kick it, and then they finally take it at the 35. Okay.
Well, they got it at the 40.
Oh, they have it at the 40-yard line. Okay. That's not bad field position.
No,
That'd be a good return. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line. Mazama at their own 40. 7:51 left, third quarter, tied 22 apiece. Van Gastel up under center. Going to hand it off. Anderson inside. 47-yard line, and back to the 45 he goes, being pushed down there, but a good run. I don't think Trevor ever really went down. He lost his forward motion, but I don't think they ever got him down to the ground.
Yeah, and they hung on to him a long time after the whistle was blown, too. I'm surprised a little yellow piece of cloth didn't hit the field.
Gain of 7 for Trevor Anderson, 2nd down and 3 for the Vikings, just shy of midfield at their own 47-yard line. Van Gastel up under center once again. Man in motion is Hubble. And Vikings go across the 50-yard line and get the first down. Not much more yardage than that, but they got enough for the first down. And a new set of downs.
I was waiting for somebody to learn how to do that. They've got these really nice bleachers, 2 sets of them here on the visitor side, and you can make a lot of noise with those. Somebody should start a foot banging thing. When
first down 10. Henley at the 49-yard line of Henley. No, excuse me, Mazama at the Henley 49-yard line is what I meant to say. Going to hand it off again to Anderson. Boy, is he a workhorse or what? Down to the 40-yard line he goes.
Just short of another first down.
Mazama's offensive line blowing some holes open right now. Challenging that Henley defense. Getting down to 6:20 left in the third quarter. We are tied at 22. Second down and 1. If you're going to throw a ball here and there, this might be a good passing down. But Van Gastel going to give it up and pick up a first down. Brody Hubble crosses the 40 inside to about the 38-yard line, brought down. First down, Mazama.
What a football game.
New set of downs as we're halfway through the third period and tied at 22 apiece. First and 10, Mazama at the 37.
You think Mazama will take a shot, or are they just going to run with what gets him there?
Boy.
No pun intended.
I just don't know. It would be a tough call. Got to say hello to my nephew in a moment. This one handed straight ahead.
Ooh.
And not any running room at all there for Tyson Van Gastel. Second down. My nephew did not go to Mazama, but he went to junior high and elementary school here in Klamath Falls. I don't know if even think junior high, but he has so many friends that he would have graduated from Mazama. He says, "Go Vikes!" He's up in Kennewick, Richland, Pasco, Washington tonight. Either tuned in to the radio side or watching on the TableRockSports.net website. But Sean, we're pulling for him tonight's great football game. Good to hear from you, buddy. Second down and 6. Here's a handoff. Nowhere again for the Hornets, or rather for the Vikings.
And
Hornets
Whitlock
defense
was right on that one.
Yeah. This is a heavyweight bout right now. It's third down at about 7 for Mazama.
Big time.
And I know a lot of coaches will tell you want third and manageable. 3rd and 7 is manageable in some ways. But you want 3rd and 3, 3rd and 4. You don't want 3rd and 7, 3rd and 8. We'll see what the Vikings run here. It's 3rd and 5, so we're right in the middle of that with 4:22 left third quarter.
I'm thinking Trace Horton gets it.
We'll see what happens as Van Gastel comes up under center. Here comes Hubble in motion. The give. I don't know. Trevor Anderson's going to be stuck right near the line of scrimmage. And it will be fourth down. And the bread and butter that Mazama has run with all season long, I don't think you're going to see him punt this deep.
No, not at all.
And with the wind blowing, I don't think you're going to see Trace Horton try
It'd be tough to, from as close as they are to the goal line with the wind behind you. I think it would be pretty tough to punt a ball and keep it from going out the end zone.
And Marcus Aloha Ford would also probably have a real long field goal try, and they won't do that anyway. Fourth down for Mazama. Big play here. Give it up. First down and more, and look at him go. That is Anderson. He is into the end zone for a Mazama touchdown.
Well, what do you know about that?
On fourth down and 2, Anderson runs it in for the score, and Mazama jumps back ahead 28-22. With 3:18 left in the third period.
Leave no doubt.
See what the Vikes do here. Looks like Van Gastel's going to go for 2 here. Yeah, if you don't get it, all Henley needs to do is get it a single point if they come back and score a touchdown themselves. Van Gastel pushing it straight forward into the end zone for 2.
Sweet.
Extra point is good. Mazama 30, Henley 22. We'll come back with more football here from Hill O'Brien Field after this 1-minute break. CBS Sports Radio and TableRockSports.net.
Choose a company that best represents you and our local community.
Choose a company that focuses on relationships rather than transactions.
Choose a company that empowers their employees and provides growth opportunities from within.
Choose a company that shows compassion and rises to the occasion in times of need.
Call a John L. Scott broker today.
Any time is a good time to plan your funeral, except at the time of the funeral. At Conger Morris, we know that there are so many advantages to planning ahead. It eases the burden on our families at their worst time. Pre-planning also alleviates their stress, knowing the funeral costs are already taken care of. And it allows your service to be more meaningful, with all of your wishes being taken care of. Call us today for personalized assistance in creating your own plan. Conger Morris, we'll always be there.
A big booming Trace Horton kick goes all the way out of the back of the end zone. And it'll be 1st and 10 at the 20 for the Henley Hornets. With 2, make it 3 minutes and 18 seconds remaining in the third period.
So what'd you think of that first down play there?
Yeah, I wanted that first down, but we got the touchdown out of the deal. That was a pretty good play. The Vikings doing what they do best, and again, give credit, a lot of credit to that offensive line. They've been blowing that hole open for Trevor Anderson all year long. 1st down and 10 for Henley. Josh Stork will be alone in the backfield on 1st and 10. So an obvious passing down here unless he runs. Little screen pass thrown out, caught, and Logan Whitlock still on his feet across the 30, 32, 1st down Henley. Logan Whitlock on the pass from Shaw Stork for a 1st down.
And he got that 1st down right in front of Coach Vic. And he just was fists clenched.
Well, Trace Horton got screened out right as that pass was completed. That's a design play.
No, that was a great play.
That was a great block. Can't go wrong there.
No, absolutely not.
1st down and 10. Whitlock setting up to the left-hand side of the quarterback Stork. They'll hand it to Logan, and Whitlock will get nowhere. Stacked right up at the line of scrimmage, 2nd down. Next week, back at Viking Field, the brand new artificial turf. We'll get one more home game on the regular season side. as the Vikings play host to the Marshfield Pirates, the defending 4A state champion. Doesn't get any easier next week.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't. But if you want to be the best, you best beat the best.
Loss of 2 on that last play for Henley. 2nd down and 12. Back to throw is Stork, and he's going to be chased out of the pocket. Almost loses his footing. Throws the ball downfield.
Intercepted.
And it's intercepted.
Dropped it.
Oh, he dropped it.
Yep.
Had his hands on it. I think that was Aguiar who got his hand on it but couldn't come up with it. Is that right, number 6?
I believe so. And that was Whitlock. That was probably the first mistake he's made this game.
And we do have a penalty against Henley here now.
Probably a hold.
Haven't seen many of those. Coach Alex Stork's got to be happy about that tonight. Having little penalties to worry about, but they're going to mark this one back. They'll get the down back, though, I think. But it will be 2nd down and forever. And look how far they're moving this one back. All the way back to about the 12-yard line.
Looks
Crazy.
like it to me. I didn't see an indication of what it was, but whatever it is, it's substantial. And it's got their work cut out for them to dig themselves out of this hole.
2nd down and another area code right now for Henley.
But they can pick that up.
Yeah, they've got a quick strike offense that can do that. Man in motion to the near side as Stork goes up top, throws out on the flat to that man motion, and it's caught.
And he was put down with authority.
But he was hit pretty hard as soon as he came up with the football. And that was Logan Whitlock again. Be 3rd down and forever for Henley. 3rd down and 27 for the Hornets. Not too many coaches will admit having a 3rd and 27 play.
No, we were talking 3rd downs a couple of series ago when Mazama had the ball. This is not a manageable 3rd down.
3rd down, 27. Trips to one side.
They've got the arm and the receivers to make this happen. Whitlock gets the ball.
Stork delivers to Whitlock. But the ball, or the catch is made, but the
indication
yardage is short.
Turnover?
Must have been.
Yes.
Mazama comes up with it. Whitlock made the catch.
I saw the Mazama players saying they had it, but I was waiting for the man in the white hat, and he pointed towards our goal. So, turnover.
Turnover, and that's a big one if Mazama can punch one in here.
Worst possible 3rd down scenario.
Well, that were deep in your own territory there for Henley. See where the spot of the football is.
23, it looks like.
Just outside the red zone. Timeout, Mazama will take one as well. Vikings lead by 8 here from Hill O'Brien Field at Henley High School. Back in a minute. Nope, check that. Let's go ahead and stay here. Let's stay here.
Good idea.
Thought they took a break, but they didn't. So our apologies, Dennis. Here's a snap from center. Handed up. And Trevor Anderson going straight forward.
Who better to give it to?
Good chunk of yards. Down to a minute left, 3rd quarter. Mazama leading at 28-22. Mazama with 2 turnovers tonight. Henley with 1, but it was a big one a moment ago.
They gave him 2 yards on that. It's 2nd and 8.
Trevor Anderson has played a good football game for the Vikings.
And he always does.
He's a lone setback. He gets the call again. No, he does not. They go out to the outside. This is Brody Hubble. Still on his feet. Brody's going to score! Touchdown, Mazama!
A misdirection with the pitch out to Brody. Brody broke one tackle and just wheeled it along the sideline. 6 points.
Mazama leads now 36-22, equaling their biggest lead of the night, which at one point was 22-8. They can take their biggest lead here with a 2-point conversion. Brody Hubble into the end zone for the score. on the sweep. Nice option pitch. And here comes Tyson Van Gaster to go straight forward with it. Can he get in? I haven't seen a signal yet. Mazama says they've got it, but none of the officials have raised their hands yet. No good is what they say. 36-22 though.
What a game.
Mazama takes a 14-point lead back. And speaking of back, we will be right back after this. CBS Sports Radio and TableRockSports.net.
Dear Dad, today was hard. You know how much I love you, and you know how much I love sports. I was afraid to say this to your face, but I heard you yelling again from the stands during my game. You were shouting at the coach, the refs, even the other parents. It embarrasses me when you yell at everyone. It really stresses me out. I love sports. I love to play, and I love my team. I want us both to enjoy the game, win or lose. But we can't if you always lose your temper. I hope you can cheer for me and the other players. It's about more than just the score. It's about us all enjoying the experience. I hope you can join me for my next game. I really want you to be there. Love, Katie.
Another Trace Horton kick goes for a touchback. Mazama leading by 14, 36-22, with 28.8 seconds left in the third period.
Well, that was exciting. Mazama gets the turnover. 3 plays later, they score. 14-point lead as we will be heading into the fourth quarter in just another 20 seconds or so.
You want to watch tonight's game for free? Go to TableRockSports.net. If you're listening on our KlamathRadio.com app, thank you for listening there. But if you're also on the radio, we've got an AM and an FM station. We've got you covered tonight.
We got you covered, baby.
No matter where you're listening or how.
Live and in living color from high atop Bill O'Brien Field.
The pros from Dover, 1st and 10.
Working it.
Hand off to Whitlock, not much running room. Mazama's defense is, I think, coming up with some answers.
I agree.
As we get to the end of the third period of play, we'll go to the fourth with Mazama leading it 36-22, trying to hold on to that number one spot in the state. Fourth quarter comes your way in a minute. CBS Sports Radio and TableRockSports.net.
What is a getaway? Is it leaving the familiar behind? Or discovering a place that feeds your hunger? Where passion sings, food is a culture, and every performance demands an encore. So let the journey be your destination. Then feast your eyes and nourish your soul in Southern Oregon. Your reservation starts when you travel Medford.
It's Jeep Adventure Days going on now at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford. We're stocked up on a great selection of new vehicles from Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and of course Ram trucks. Choose from our great selection of new Jeep Gladiator 4x4s or test drive a new 22 Ram 1500 Crew Cab 4x4. And remember, we've added the convenience of test drives from your home and an online process to purchase and deliver your new vehicle. During Jeep Adventure Days, you'll save big on every new vehicle in stock only at the Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford Superstore.
All right, we're going to the fourth quarter. Randy Adams along with Fast David. Dennis Langford back in the KFLS KRJW radio studio on the producers end tonight. 36-22. Henley with the football, 2nd down and 7. From their own 24. Here's a snap to Stork. He'll throw out on the flat. It'll be complete. a few yards after the catch by Bennett, I believe, out there.
Yeah, it was Bennett.
But it won't be enough for the first down, I don't think.
Just short. I think it's about 3rd and 2.
3rd down and 2. And boy, has this wind picked up. Woo!
This is great. This is football.
Feel like I'm in the Tri-Cities. It's a windy one tonight, folks. Trips to the near side for Henley, 2 to the far side. Here's a snap to Stork, coming in low, but he got it. And it's a first down, I think, for Henley. We'll wait to see. Down at about the 31. They move the chains. It is a Henley first down. And guess what? I won't mention it. I won't mention it yet.
No, that's not rain yet.
I don't want to jinx us. We got a little bit of rain falling on us.
That's all good.
Back to throw is Stork. Goes upfield and it's downfield and it's incomplete. And a penalty flag thrown at the end of the play. Yeah, you can see the rain blowing in the lights here now. Try to keep these electronics covered up as much as possible.
I can't do this by myself. Help me out, buddy.
And we'll cover this as much as we can. That's another penalty against Mazama, and it's a big one.
That's just brutal. The Mazama faithful let everybody know what they think of that one.
Coach Vic Lease is getting another one thrown on him now. He's very upset. Coach Vic Lease is heated down on the sideline, and he has a right to be. That flag was thrown at the end of the play when it didn't matter.
I will reserve any comment because I will comment. That's as unprofessional a thing I've ever seen Vic do in the years I've been watching him and the 2 years I've been broadcasting. He doesn't have to fire his team up by doing something like that. And if it results in a touchdown, they should give the assist to Vic Lease.
Well, it is going to be good field position for Henley all the way down to the Mazama 38-yard line. Here's the snap. Rolling right, Stork.
Knocked down.
Knocked away.
Who's that?
Incomplete pass stops the clock with 11:28 left. Well, the National Weather Service got it right. They were expecting gusty winds. And that's exactly...
Well, they also said it was supposed to start raining at 7 o'clock, so let's not give them too much credit. And it ain't raining no more.
2nd down and 10. Back to throw Stork. Has a man on the flat, incomplete.
That was a dangerous play. I don't think that's the way that was supposed to work out. I think somebody turned left when they should have turned right.
Incomplete pass stops the clock with 11:25 left. And it will be 3rd down and 10 for Henley.
What a game. What a game.
Henley trailing 36-22. Back to throw is Stork. Goes into the pocket, now comes out. Hit from behind. Not going to... Well, he might have gotten the first down.
I believe he did.
It's going to be close. He was hit from behind. It'll depend on the spot of the football. It'll be 4th down at about 1. 4th and 1 for Henley.
You can't ask for any more than this, my friend.
At the 29-yard line of Mazama with 11:10 left in the football game. Mazama looking for yet another hold. See if they can get it. Here is Stork to Whitlock.
Stuck him.
And it got him
they
in.
Stuck him.
Logan Whitlock will not get the first down, and Henley
brings up
will turn
down.
it over on downs again.
No, that was
it's 4th
down.
and down.
No,
okay, 4th down.
4th now.
Fourth down now. There's one yard.
One more stick, baby.
One more yard to go. Fourth and 1. 4th and 1 for Henley. They're going to bring the chains out. They got to go all the way to the other side of the field to do it, too. And again, Dennis, we hope the wind noise isn't too much. First down, Henley, though. Big first down for the Hornets. A trail by 14 with 10:55 left in the game.
That was an interesting spot.
First down and 10. Yeah, it is an interesting spot now that I look at it.
I didn't see any part of him that was that far down the field.
First and 10 from the Mazama 27-yard line. Stork to the right-hand side down the sideline. And out of bounds.
Yeah, the defense using the sideline as an extra defender. Managed to hold it for less than we thought he was going to get. I thought he was going to get a first down.
Got about 8, though. Yeah. Second down and 2. That does stop the clock with 10:39 left. In the football game, Mazama leading at 36-22 in what is just one steady windstorm right now. Here comes Whitlock in motion, back to throw his Stork, hits his man, it's caught, touchdown Henley. Owen Sheen with his touchdown catch. And they're back to within a 1-score ball game.
You know, Tyler Aguilar was on him and tried to slap the ball out of his hands and kind of just let go of the play from there and let him walk in.
36-28. And Sheen's going to go for the single point PAT.
Well, he's got the wind at his back, so to speak.
Snap is good. The placement is good. The kick is good. And it's 36-29. 36-29 is our score. We will come back with more after this 1-minute break on TableRockSports.net.
Woohoo!
Game day or a family get-together. Sherm's has the quality products and prices that will make you cheer. Sherm's Thunderbird Market, Medford's original discount grocery store.
We love our sports here.
It's our responsibility to keep them great. And we need you to know your role.
You can be a player.
You can be a coach.
You can be a spectator.
Or an official.
But you only get to be one.
Know your role.
Parents, release your kid to the game.
It's my experience.
Don't yell at the refs. They have a hard job.
Know your role.
Players, respect your opponents.
Love to play, win or lose.
Know your role.
So what do when you get injured in a motorcycle accident and you need legal help? Easy. Just go to letusfightforyou.com. That's it. Letusfightforyou.com, helping Oregonians get justice for over 40 years.
Well, we're going to take a point off the scoreboard, folks. While we were away, they made Henley re-kick, and they missed the extra point because it hit the upright.
They made him re-kick. There was apparently a whistle before they made the kick, which was good the first time. And this one just dinked right off the crossbar.
Keeps it an 8-point game now, so take that point away. It's 36-28. First one was good, but there was a whistle.
Interesting.
They move it back, and Owen Sheen's kick hits the crossbar in try number 2. So it's 36-28. Mazama with the lead.
We really are seeing it all this evening.
10:34 left in the football game on a wild, windy Friday night at Hill O'Brien Field.
Doesn't get any better than this.
Next week, back at Viking Field as the Vikings wrap up the regular season against defending state champion Marshfield. That's a 7 o'clock kick next Friday night. Make your plans to be there.
I'll be there. Will you be there?
That will be a great football game. Looks like we're also going to have a hold on this side. That football coming right. The wind's blowing so hard, it's blowing that thing right off the tee. That happened with Mazama earlier in the half. Sheen's saying, you know what, if I hurry up and kick this, it'll stay on its...
Yeah, in between gusts.
It'll stay on its tee, but maybe not. Yeah, he's going to try it here. And he got a boot into it. And the Vikings to return from the 13-yard line to the outside, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45 almost. Great return, 1st and 10, Vikings.
Vikings will take that field position to start it off here in the fourth quarter.
1st and 10, Mazama. The coaches on the sideline for Mazama are fired up about something.
About a lot of things.
Well, there's been some strange things going on. I've never seen Vic get so animated downstairs. I mean, there was... And I couldn't understand the call. I know what call he's talking about because the flag was thrown well after the play was dead.
Yeah, but you know that stuff happens.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line. Man comes in motion, but the Vikings just do what they do best.
Fumble the ball.
And
Henley's got the ball.
Come up with it.
They got it. Went right. As soon as the ball came out, went right into the Henley defender's arms.
Henley comes up with a fumble recovery near midfield. 48-yard line, turnover number 3 on the Viking offense.
Well. The plot thickens.
10:23 left. And Henley gets the football right back, and that Mazama defense has got to be tired. They've been on the field most of this second half.
Well, you think they might be, but giving the coaching staff all the credit to having probably one of the best conditioned teams in the conference, it's no hill for a climber. Watch them stop it.
1st and 10 for the Hornets at the Mazama 47 after a Trevor Anderson fumble. And that was after a good gain, too.
And a rare Trevor Anderson fumble.
Absolutely. 1st and 10. Stork with Whitlock in the backfield. Handed up to Logan. No, he's going to keep it himself. Stork is. He'll cross the 45 down to about the 44. Good gain.
He does a good job of weaving in and out of the defenders. He's quite the quarterback.
2nd down. And a gain of about 4. So 2nd down and 6 for the Henley Hornets. 9:57 left in the game. Henley, 2nd down, long 5 at the 43-yard line of Mazama after a fumble. They trail by 8, but are moving the football. This is Stork on 2nd down. Takes the snap. Goes outside again with it.
I don't think he got the 1st down.
Came close. He'll be short, though, to the far side of the field.
A little slow getting up.
And it'll be 3rd down. Clock is stopped. Don't think he got out of bounds. Oh, I see. We got a penalty flag out there, don't we?
No, it was just took a while for him to get up off the ground.
I think I see a penalty flag down here.
Oh, I do? Okay.
39-yard line. See who that is on or what it is.
I don't think that's yellow.
No, you may be right. Injury timeout?
Official timeout.
Official timeout. Now they're going to bring the chains out to measure this thing. That's what they're doing now. And again, they have to come to the far side of the field to do this.
And again, this is another one of those interesting spots. Just short.
About a football length short. 3rd down and less than a yard for the Henley Hornets. What a ball game this is. 36-28.
You couldn't ask for anything more.
Mazama with the lead. Henley with the football on the move.
I guess, though, you could ask. I should have brought Renee's little catalytic heater for you. I forgot.
Yeah, I thought about that.
No,
I thought, it's 65 degrees, almost 70 degrees today.
No, it was going to be. I knew it was going to be chilly tonight. I came prepared, but I should have, especially since they let us park right here. I could have just stuck that in the trunk and surprised you.
Third down and about a half yard for Henley. But they work out of the shotgun. We'll see what they do. Straight ahead to Whitlock on the direct snap, and Logan's got the first down and more. Whitlock picking up a Henley first down.
And the Henley faithful are fired up. That play went down right in front of them, and they are loving every minute of it.
First down, Henley. A new set of downs with 9:17 left in the football game. First and 10 at the 28-yard line of Mazama. Trailing by 8 points, the Hornets, number 2 ranked team in the state with a ball. With trips to the near side of the line of scrimmage. Here's the handoff to Whitlock. He's still on his feet.
He never touched a knee. He crawled for those 3 yards. That was awesome.
Picked up a good chunky yardage there. About 5. Halfway to another first down, second down and 5.
Yeah, the Mazama defenders got him down about 2 yards into that run, and he was just all fours, keeping his knees off the ground for that final 3.
Inside of the 28-yard line. 23, I think. Here's Whitlock again, and he's pounding forward close to another first down for Henley. They inch it closer, about a yard. Third and a yard for Henley. Right at the red zone line.
Well, we were about in the same position here a few plays back, and Mazama defense came up strong on 3rd and 1. Let's see if they can do it again.
Here it is, given to Whitlock again, and I think he's got it. Logan Whitlock. He's Henley's Trevor Anderson, if you will.
Truly.
First and 10, new set of downs here.
A couple of warriors right there.
First down and 10 for the Hornets inside the red zone now.
8 minutes to play.
And an 8-point deficit.
In regulation.
Hey, don't even bring that up. That's a scary word. Stork sends a man in motion. I believe that's Sheen. Now he's set to the left-hand side. Here's a give to Whitlock. Has a blocker out in front. Good run from Logan. Picking up some more yardage there. And it will be second down. Brody Hubble in on the tackle for Mazama.
Hubble saved the touchdown.
Second down and 2, a gain of 8. Logan Whitlock, the left-hand side of Stark. He takes the ball on the handoff. Gets away from Hubble, goes into the end zone for a touchdown.
And Hubble had him behind the line of scrimmage and couldn't trip him up.
Logan Whitlock makes it a 36-34 ball game.
Well, let's see what happens here, brother.
7:12 left.
My goodness.
And a 2-point conversion almost imminent now. An attempt is imminent. We'll see if they can get the points on the scoreboard. That's what I meant to say. It's an attempt.
Hopefully there won't be any more inadvertent whistles on this conversion attempt.
All right, to tie the game, here's Henley. Stork gives it up.
Oh, he's easily got it.
And into the end zone goes Whitlock to tie the game. Holy macaroni.
Which is highly appropriate for this game.
We're tied at 36, folks. Don't go away. We've got 7 minutes and 12 seconds left. We'll come back with more after this on CBS Sports Radio and TableRockSports.net.
Dear Dad, today was hard. You know how much I love you, and you know how much I love sports. I was afraid to say this to your face, but I heard you yelling again from the stands during my game. He was shouting at the coach, the refs, even the other parents. It embarrasses me when you yell at everyone. It really stresses me out. I love sports. I love to play, and I love my team. I want us both to enjoy the game, win or lose. But we can't if you always lose your temper. I hope you can cheer for me and the other players. It's about more than just the score. It's about us all enjoying the experience. I hope you can join me for my next game. I really want you to be there. Love, Katie.
$36 apiece, folks. And the Hornets' kick is a short one, and down by Mazama right at the 36. They didn't want to take any chance in fumbling that.
No, and did you see
kickoff?
Was that Aguilar that picked that up? He had it, both points in his arms. Nobody was knocking that ball away from him.
7 minutes and 12 seconds left. It is 36-36. Mazama and Henley in a deadlock tie.
And you'd expect nothing less.
What a great football game we've
got. Two rival teams, number 1 and number 2. First chill of fall in the air. Little wind,
I wouldn't use the word
rain.
Chill at this point. I think I'd use the word cold.
No, it's not cold.
First and 10, Mazama. Tied at 36. Vikings going to try to get some yards downfield and get back on the scoreboard lead. Here is Brody Hubble, inside trap.
Nice pickup.
42 to the 43-yard line. Good gain of 4, maybe even 5. And I might be even short there. It might be 6. No, I was right. 5. Second
You're
down.
always right, sir.
Second down and 5.
55 degrees is not cold.
55 degrees with 35-mile-an-hour winds.
55 degrees
What's
is
the
not
real
cold.
feel? What's the real feel? That's what I'm asking you. Second down and 5 for Mazama. Ball is at the 42-yard line. Their own 42. Tyson Van Gastel. Mazama quarterback. Going to take his time. Up under center. Takes the snap. Hands it off. Anderson with a first down. Close. It'll be stacked right up near the first down marker.
His forward progress should have gotten the first down. But I've seen some crazy
spots tonight.
Spots
yeah, so have I. I agree with you. And spotted short. Third down at about a half a yard.
Interesting. No, now they say first down.
No, now they're pointing the other way. Okay. First down. They had 3 already up on the yard marker. You know what I'm missing is those darn LED yard markers that we saw earlier this year. What was that?
You like those.
Where were we with that? Is that at Estacada?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was Estacada.
Yeah, their new field and their new lights.
Yeah, that was something. First down and 10. New set of downs for Mazama. 47-yard line. Their own 47. Moving left to right. Van Gastel. 6'3" junior. Up under center for Mazama. Anderson to the backfield. Just go plunge forward. That'll be Van Gastel for some yardage. Cross midfield.
Keeper in the rugby scrum gives them, 3-4 yards.
Into Henley territory. This is doing 2 things right now. Moving the ball downfield and taking time off the clock because Henley's got that quick strike offense that can come right at you and score quick.
Absolutely.
So Mazama would love to have a sustained drive, get a touchdown, and force Henley to...
You see Van Gastel waiting and waiting and waiting before he calls for the ball. And
second down at about 6. Gain of 4 for Van Gastel. Comes up under center with Brody Hubble in motion. Handed up. It is going to be Anderson into the backfield. The secondary, rather, for a first down.
Wow.
And he's all the way down to the Henley 30-yard line.
What a run. And he did that all on his own. I mean, the initial hole was opened up for him by the offensive line, but 10 of those yards was just straight leg pumping and shoulder bashing.
First and 10 for Mazama at the Henley 30. First and 10, Mazama at the Henley 30-yard line. 4:40 left in the football game. Tied at 36. Mazama on the move. Van Gastel with Hubble on one wing and Horton the other. Anderson in the backfield. And that's going to be Trevor Anderson for not much.
He might have got a yard.
They knocked him down pretty good there, second down.
They were expecting him that time.
Van Gastel, as we talk about every week, going all the way to the sideline between every play to get the play call from Coach Vic Lease.
Under 4 minutes.
Be second down and 9. Inside 4 minutes to play. Mazama at the Henley 29-yard line. And Gastel going to give it up again. That's Anderson. And he's got some good running room.
Should be a first down.
It'll be close. I don't think he got it, though. I think he's going to be a couple yards shy. A yard shy.
If that.
Perhaps. Third down. And look at this, David. That clock continues to tick down to 3:08 left.
This is the way you want to do it. You just got to make sure that you get it in the end zone. Randy does not want overtime.
I don't think anybody in this place wants overtime, to be honest. Van Gastel on third down and 1. And it's Anderson for the first down.
Sweet.
Didn't get much more than he needed, but he got it.
Well, there'll be people here that will want overtime.
Oh, I'm sure.
If Mazama scores, there'll be a substantial number of people in the maize and gold.
Down to 2:42 left in the game. A new set of downs for Mazama. First and 10 at the red zone line. The Henley 20. 2 minutes and 33 seconds left in the football game.
A little bit of a light rain falling.
Light rain, very brisk winds. Very into the football game here. We escaped the rain for the most part tonight, though.
We have dodged several bullets tonight as far as precipitation goes. Oh,
here's Van Gastel cutting outside, and he's not going anywhere. Be interesting to see if Mazama starts to use some timeouts here. Of course, the other thing is, if you get, of course, the wind is blowing against them, blowing in, you probably aren't even going to get a field goal up at this juncture. Even the short one would be a trick. Loss of 1 for Van Gastel and the Vikings. Second down at 11. And it's 1:42 left in the football game. Far side hash mark.
Here we go.
Van Gastel has open field to the near side. They're going to run it that way. Tyson still on his feet. Look at that.
Awesome.
First down, Mazama, I think. We'll wait to see the spots.
Close.
But I think he got enough for another set of downs. No, he did not. Third down and 2.
Well, I'll go on record on saying that is not a good spot.
1:13 left. Third down and 2 for Mazama. Timeout, Hornets. Well, keep it here as the rain's really started to pick up here in the last few moments.
A light rain.
A light rain if you...
No, this is a light rain.
It is a light rain, but it's the way the wind's blowing, if you look at the lights...
Well, you know, you look at it in the lights, and that always makes
it looks heavier in the lights, doesn't it?
We'll just pan up here to the lights. And
36
let everybody see
36 is our score.
See, it's not raining that bad. That looks bad, but it just overemphasized.
Those are snowflakes, David. That can't be rain.
Randy, give me a break, man. All
right. Third down and 2. This is like Hollywood, man.
It is Hollywood.
It starts to rain at the end of the game. We're tied at 36.
It is.
Mazama's got it 3rd and 2 inside the 10-yard line. Couldn't have scripted this any better in a Hollywood
absolutely
movie.
Not.
Number 1 against number 2. 2 7-0 teams. Let's get it. 3rd down and 2. Up the middle, Van Gastel on a quarterback plunge. I don't know.
I don't think he got it.
I don't know. As you mentioned, the spots have been somewhat
ambiguous.
Erratic tonight.
Ambiguous. Ever the diplomats.
A minute 2 with the clock stopped.
They gave him the first down.
1st and goal, Mazama. Wow, that's huge.
1 minute to go.
1:02 left.
8 yards.
Mazama's going to take a timeout. Let's see. We're going to keep it here. What are we going to do? Are we going to call a timeout, fellas?
Well, they finally blew a whistle. And
yeah, Mazama's going to call a timeout. We're going to take a... we're going to keep it here. This is too close to take a break. Plus...
disrupt our camera shot for a moment so I can take off some of the rain off of this thing. So pardon the earthquake there, video folk.
Yeah, it's we work with what we've got to work with. For those that don't know, Power Pack Rental and Sales was kind enough to let us rent a boom lift here on the visitor side, as we did last year here. We didn't anticipate there would be a whole lot of rain. We saw that in the forecast late, and it just started to materialize about 20
Well, like you said, in the Hollywood ending now, those of us that are Mazama fans are hoping for a true Hollywood ending and a touchdown right as time runs out.
Well, I think it would be a true Hollywood ending no matter who wins this game.
And then Henley's Hollywood ending is a fumble
recovery and a return for a touchdown to win it. Yeah.
And as much as I'm a Mazama rooter, I'd be yelling and screaming on that one.
And again, we want to say thank you to Jeff Mock, Harry Mock, and the folks at Power Pack Rental and Sales for going above and beyond to once again let us rent this boom lift. Otherwise, we would have been stuck in the middle of the grandstands across the far side with little access to power and whatnot. We've got a pretty good little setup, all things considered here. All right, 1st and goal for Mazama at the 9-yard line. 1 minute and 2 seconds left in the football game. We are tied at 36 apiece. You have to worry a little bit, David, with the Mazama 3 fumbles tonight, and it's wet now. Got to keep your eye and the hand on the football. Mazama's going to plunge forward ahead. I think what they're going to do is try to center that ball just in case. They have to try for a little 3-point field goal to win the ball game.
Picked up about 2 yards, and we're under a minute to play. Timeout. Looks like Henley took the timeout this time.
Have yet another one.
No, they wouldn't have taken
it. Well, you never know.
Well, I thought I saw the official's arms pointing that way, but
55.7 seconds left. Number 1 ranked team in the state, Mazama. Number 2 ranked team in the state, Henley. Both teams are 7-0.
And that was a Mazama timeout.
And the Vikings knocking on the door to try to take the lead here. It'll be second down.
There's no guessing as to what Mazama's going to do.
Second down and goal at the 4-yard line. Gain of 5. Did he get 5 on that run? He must have. They started at the 9. So see what the Vikes do here. Of course, Henley would like to get their hands on the football and make something happen downfield and maybe tie it up. Who knows?
Everyone is standing on both sides of the field. All the fans are hollering.
Second and goal at the 4-yard line from the far side hash. Open field to the near side of the field. Here is Van Gastel. Keeps it. And he doesn't get in.
Close.
Closer, but no.
Clock is still running.
He did not get in. Down to 40.
There's the timeout.
Yeah, there's another timeout left. Somebody had to have taken it. 45.1. 45.1 seconds left now. And it is third down.
And he hasn't put the ball down yet.
It's got to be at the goal line.
But it's under a yard.
And as easily as Mazama's been able to pick 1 yard up all season long, you got to think they got 2 chances to do that here.
I agree.
With 45.1 seconds left.
And my score prediction would be pretty close to accurate if.
Would you say 45 to?
I said 42 to 35.
42 to 35.
My prediction.
Very close. You'll be off by 1 point.
Story of my life.
That's a pretty good call, though. I have to give you credit for that. 45.1 seconds left. Mazama took the lead early in the game, led by 22 to 8 at one point, 36 to 22 at one point. So they led by 14 twice in this game.
Yeah, and turnovers were the key to Henley's comeback.
Henley has come back, played well. Toe for toe. 3rd and goal from the 1 yard line, Mazama. Coming up to the line of scrimmage with 45 seconds left in the game. Van Gastel goes forward. Touchdown, Mazama. Finally, they get it into the end zone. Vikings score.
No yellow flags, no unnecessary spots. Touchdown Vikings, 42-36 with 42 seconds left to play. And the conversion attempt is coming up.
42 to 36. We've lost our scoreboard for the 3rd time tonight. We must have a glitch in the scoreboard.
So we have a glitch in the scoreboard operator.
We'll bring this up as quickly as we can. David, if...
It's all good. We got it.
You got it?
I got it.
All right. Mazama leading it 42 to 36.
And now it's raining.
This is the Hollywood ending we were talking about. This is the Hollywood ending. 42 to 36. They'll go for 2. And they will get
He's
2.
He's in there.
A big 2-point conversion. 44-36. Mazama. They get the 2-point conversion, and we will be back after this 1-minute break on CBS Sports Radio and TableRockSports.net.
What is a getaway? Is it leaving the familiar behind? Or discovering a place that feeds your hunger? Where passion sings, food is a culture, and every performance demands an encore. So let the journey be your destination. Then feast your eyes and nourish your soul in Southern Oregon. Your reservation starts when you travel Medford.
It's Jeep Adventure Days going on now at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford. We're stocked up on a great selection of new vehicles from Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and of course Ram trucks. Choose from our great selection of new Jeep Gladiator 4x4s or test drive a new 22 Ram 1500 Crew Cab 4x4. And remember, we've added the convenience of test drives from your home and an online process to purchase and deliver your new vehicle. During Jeep Adventure Days, you'll save big on every new vehicle in stock only at the Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford Superstore.
42-36, still 42 seconds left. Or 44-36.
Boom!
And a penalty flag and 2 more right out of the get-go on the kickoff return.
Well, it was a big hit, but it looked like a good hit to me. Apparently not to those with the yellow flags.
See who they throw this on. If it's on Mazama, it'll give Henley a pretty good 15 more yards to work with. And it will be against the Vikings. All the way up to the 45-yard line. They call that shooting yourself in the foot. You've got 37.7 seconds left. You just gave Henley 15 more yards. 1st and 10 at the 45 instead of the 30. And the Hornets with a big strike, quick strike offense with 33 seconds to work with.
Well, that was the far side of the field, and unless there was a face mask, we didn't get any indication from the referees. I don't know what happened. It was a good, clean hit.
44 to 36, Mazama with a lead. Snap to Stork, looking downfield, throws downfield, overthrows his man, incomplete. It was through his hands. I think it was a catchable football.
It was.
Second down and 10, stops the clock with 33.7 seconds
It was a well-thrown ball. It was a little high. Receiver had to go up for it, but when he just couldn't bring his hands together quick enough to secure the catch.
Second down and 10. Henley with the ball at their own 45-yard line with 33.7 seconds left. 44 to 36, Mazama with the lead. The snap to Stork goes downfield, has his man complete. Still on his feet is Whitlock across midfield and into Mazama territory, stopping the clock going out of bounds with 29.4 seconds left.
Ball's at the 49.
Oh, he did not get the first down.
No, he did not.
Third down and about 3. A long 3, short 4 for the Hornets. Just inside the midfield stripe at the Mazama 49-yard line. Trips to the near side, 2 slots and a wideout. Here's the snap. Up top again.
Blocked.
It's blocked and knocked down and then caught by Mazama. Yeah. And the Vikings may have just cinched this football game with that interception.
Just get everybody off the field.
29.3 seconds.
There's your Hollywood ending, sir.
Tipping it up in the air. It was one of the defensive linemen who got his paw on it, knocked it straight up. Another man came up and intercepted the football, and the Vikings are 29 seconds away from winning this football game.
Indeed.
If they can just hold on to the ball, I would imagine they're just going to take a knee.
You think?
And this would be a done deal. And what a football game this has been.
My privilege to be here with you, sir.
Well, I'm glad that the Vikings were able to hold off a very, very good Henley team here.
Well, as much fun as I had here tonight, I'm going to watch this tomorrow on Table Rock Sports.
30.
I'm going to watch the replay. And there's the knee. There's the time running down. 20 seconds and
they
counting.
Don't need to run another play. Mazama will win tonight's football game 44 to 36. The final score here tonight. Wow, what
and
a
I see some
game.
Henley players holding their heads down, and props to Henley. You took on the number 1 ranked team in the state, and you almost had them.
Well, and all it took was just a bad break at the end of the ball game. Shaw Stork had a ball tipped up. Mazama comes up with a key interception, and they win it 44 to 36.
Awesome football game.
We're going to take a 1-minute break and come back and wrap it up here on a rainy Friday night at Hill O'Brien Field after this.
Yeah, the rain subsided just.
Game day or a family get-together. Sherm's has the quality products and prices that will make you cheer. Sherm's Thunderbird Market, Medford's original discount grocery store.
We love our sports here.
It's our responsibility to keep them great. And we need you to know your role.
You can be a player.
You can be a coach.
You can be a spectator.
Or an official.
But you only get to be one.
Know your role.
Parents, release your kid to the game.
It's my experience.
Don't yell at the refs. They have a hard job.
Know your role.
Players, respect your opponents.
Love to play, win or lose.
Know your role.
So what do when you get injured in a motorcycle accident and you need legal help? Easy. Just go to letusfightforyou.com. That's it. Letusfightforyou.com, helping Oregonians get justice for over 40 years.
44 to 36, our final score here tonight. Mazama holds on to win in a thriller, number 1 against number 2.
As good as it gets.
And I think if these two teams were to play 10 times, one team would win 5 and the other team would win 5.
Well, you mentioned something earlier about how, the field for the playoffs is not as big as it's been in the past. And if the brackets align and things go properly, it'd be kind of cool to see these two teams playing again for something that really matters. Not that this didn't. it's always best to beat your in-town rival, but let the state know where the power in 4A football resides.
And we got the football game we anticipated tonight. A very, very good one. Mazama led it early, 22-8 at one point.
I'm going to pan away from the men
22
on
to
the field
14 at halftime.
Show everybody what we're dealing with when we break down tonight.
Yeah, it's crazy. This has just started the last 10 minutes. And so we're going to cut it pretty quickly here because we don't have any cover. And we're around a lot of electrical gear. So,
standing on a big old piece of metal.
Standing on a piece of metal, I think we're good to say we might say goodnight early. But Mazama wins it 44-36. They improved to 8-0. It took everything they had. And give credit where credit is due to Henley. They're going to go deep. They're going to go deep in the playoffs, as I believe Mazama will. And who knows? Maybe we'll see these two teams meet again.
And speaking of seeing you, let's see you next week at Viking Field as we take on the defending state champions from Marist.
No, Marshfield.
Excuse me.
Yeah, Marshfield in town.
I always get my M's mixed up.
That's okay.
It's a personal problem.
I like M&M's. They're good. Sounds good to me right about now.
You always got my back, brother.
Final score, 44-36. Our thanks to in-studio producer Dennis Langford. Randy Adams here on this Friday night from Hill O'Brien Field. Going to get out of the rain and the wind and break it down here. 44-36 the final. Have a good weekend, folks. Duck football tomorrow on CBS Sports Radio. We'll talk to you next week here from Mazama High School.
Let me know when you're done, and I'll kill the power up here.
Hold on. I've got to close it out, or
no problem.
They won't save it right.